Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today I'm going to be giving tips on donating plasma. So if you guys have not seen my first video, I think it went up almost a year ago now, that just talks about donating plasma. I'll leave a link to it below. It's just talking about like getting set up, what the whole experience is like, all of that stuff. But this video is just tips for donating, like things you should be doing if you're going to donate plasma. Because I have found that donating plasma has been like a huge financial help to my family, and I can't like talk about it enough because I know so many other people out there like need a little extra financial help. Like this is literally allowing me to be a stay-at-home parent. Before I started donating plasma, I was looking into getting a part-time job. And then my husband and I both started donating. We bring in about I think it's $560 a month. Without busting out the calculator, we're just gonna go with that. It's over $500 a month that we bring in combined, and that was enough of a financial boost for us to allow me to be a stay-at-home mom. And so I just can't say enough good things about donating plasma. So for anyone out there who's been wondering, I donate at a center called BioLife. I know that they have. Can I help you? Somebody wants to come on camera and say hello. Say hi, Molly. She just wants to lick me. I just did a mukbang eating Long John Silver's. If you want to see that, I'll leave a link to it below. It'll be over on my mukbang channel. But she's smelling shrimp and she wants to nibble. So she's not really here for me or for you. She's just here for the shrimp. So anyways, yeah, I don't really know where I was going. But, the center I donate at is called BioLife. They run a lot of specials, so like you'll get bonuses throughout the month for all the times that you do donate. Currently, I make $70 a week as long as I donate twice in a week, so it's $20 my first donation, $50 my second, and then this month, extra $10 your second donation, an extra $10 your sixth donation, and an extra $60 on your eighth donation of the month. So there are opportunities there to make even more money in a month than just like your regular $500. So if you're going to donate plasma, though, there are some things that you need to maybe take into consideration and think about first, and things that you can do to just like help your body stay healthy so that you're able to donate pretty well. So one of the first tips, and it's something that they tell you about when you donate, but it's to eat before you donate. You don't want to donate on an empty stomach because it can make you lightheaded. I've had people ask me about nausea from donating. I've never personally been nauseous from donating, but I have been lightheaded after a donation because I didn't really eat before. And if you do end up getting lightheaded after a donation, tell your technician, the person who was with you the entire time and helped you with your donation. They'll, hook you up to the machine and all of that stuff, and likely be the ones that unhook you. Tell them that you're not feeling very well. Tell them that you're feeling lightheaded, and what will happen is they'll like make a notation of it on your account, and then they'll have you go speak with a nurse, and the nurse will like make you drink a full Gatorade and will like give you a bag of Cheez-Its or some animal crackers to try to get your blood sugar back up, and they'll make you wait like 15 minutes before they let you leave just to make sure you're not going to pass out. But the way that you can prevent this from happening is if you eat at least a decent size. My cat just jumped over a baby gate. I'm sure you heard that. Is make sure you eat something before you donate. So a small meal, something will just help. Another thing that will really help with your donation, and they're going to tell you about this as well, is drinking plenty of water. Now this is kind of a tricky one because for myself personally, I find that the more water I drink, the faster my donation goes, and I just fly through the whole thing. My average donation time is about 35 to 45 minutes. Most people take closer to an hour and 15 to an hour and a half to donate. Everybody's different. My husband, he takes closer to an hour and 15 minutes to donate, but he has found that the more water he drinks, the more likely he's going to get turned away for having high iron. We don't really know how that's working out, but that's one thing that they test for when you go in to donate. They prick your finger and they test your blood to make sure your iron levels aren't too high or too low. And they also test for like a few other things. I don't really know everything that they're looking for. And then they check your blood pressure and they check your temperature, make sure you're not like running a high fever, all of that stuff. And so with my husband, he's just found that the more water he drinks, the more likely it is that they tell him his iron's too high and they turn him away. Whereas for me, the more water I drink, the faster my donation process, and I never have an issue. That being said, women tend to have a harder time keeping our iron levels up, and men have a harder time keeping iron levels down. So for a woman, it's something you may want to look into doing, and it's something that I do, is taking iron pills. I made the mistake when I first started donating of not taking iron pills, and my iron levels got really low. I started getting turned away from my donations, and I was just feeling exhausted and drained all the time. It wasn't a good feeling. And then I started taking iron pills, and it fixed the entire problem. I now take iron pills every single day, just to keep my iron levels up, and I haven't had any problems from it, and I no longer really get turned away for low iron on my donation. So, and I'm not exhausted and feeling like I'm on my deathbed anymore, so that's good too. So if you're going to start donating plasma and you're a woman, I'd really highly recommend getting yourself a good iron supplement. Of course, make sure you talk to your doctor, make sure that's okay for you to do, but it is something I would really recommend looking into if you're a woman and you're going to donate plasma. Another thing worth looking into, and again, you'll probably want to talk to your doctor about it, just, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. Make sure you get everything checked out with your doctor before you go and doing it. But I would highly recommend taking some kind of an immune booster. I'm currently taking the Ester C Immune Boost gummies. I got these ones because they were on sale. I think it was buy one get one half off, or buy one get one free at my local Meijer, and it was considerably cheaper than like your known brand kind of immune booster. I think the name brand ones are like I don't remember, Airborne or I don't know. I don't remember exactly what they're called. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But this was a bit cheaper. I've been taking it for a couple of months now, and I feel like it's done a really good job. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you probably already know this. But from the end of December through most of January, my husband and I were just constantly sick with something. And we came to the conclusion that it must be, sorry, I have a hair in my eye. It must be our immune systems are low, and we were assuming it was probably because we've been donating plasma so much. At that point, we've been donating for like 6 or 8 months. So we really think it took a toll on our immune systems. But since taking this, neither of us have been sick for like all of February and all of March, and I think they're doing a really good job. So if anybody's thinking about donating plasma, I would highly recommend looking into taking an immune booster supplement. I think you will thank yourself for it later, because my husband and I, before donating, were the kind of people who might get sick once or twice a year, and that was it. And then, like I said, this year we were just like couldn't get over it. It was like one after another for like 2 months, constantly getting sick. And since taking these, we haven't had a single cold. So I would highly recommend checking something like that out. So the next thing I would recommend if you're going to start donating plasma is taking your headphones with you. I think you will thank yourself for that. It helps you just like relax and enjoy yourself, do whatever you want to do, whether it's listening to music, you can listen to a book being read to you. I hear like Audible is good, hashtag not sponsored, hashtag wish it was. It's not, but like I've heard it's good. You can play video games, you can watch YouTube videos, that's what I like to do, and I use my earbuds for that. That way I'm not interrupting or disturbing anybody else, and if anybody happened to forget to bring their earbuds, which happens, and decides to blare music or play video games or watch YouTube videos without them, which happens, I'm not being disturbed by all the noises that they're making, because sometimes people don't care about the other folks around them, let's be honest. But just bring your headphones. You will be so glad that you did. And it's easy to just like tune out and relax. My animals just ran by. I'm sure you heard that little stampede there. But it's easy just to like tune everything out and relax, do your own thing. You get like an hour, just watch YouTube uninterrupted, and bring your headphones. Other things that you can do for entertainment while you're donating would be like bring a book, bring your video game, if you have one that you can play with one hand because your other hand's not going to be available. That's about all that I can think of right now, but I'm sure there are other things, so if you guys have any other ideas, please don't be pervy, that you can do with one hand. Leave them down in the comments below. So moving on to other things, it can get pretty chilly when you donate. When they give you the return of the saline solution, if I'm saying that right, the saline solution is at room temperature. Your body is warmer than room temperature, and so it feels really cold going back into your body. And a lot of times for myself personally, I will just start shivering and shaking. Now this isn't until the very end of my donation. It's like the last 4 to 5 minutes, so it's not like I'm cold the entire time, but it's like the last few minutes of it when I get the saline solution put in to just help replenish all of the liquids and stuff that my body's lost to make sure that I'm hydrated. that stuff is cold, and it definitely makes me shiver and shake. So a lot of people will just bring a blanket with them and get all cozy in the donation seat. You can totally do that. What I do is I just bring a jacket, and then I'll put it over my chest area and my lap, and I'll normally put like one arm in, obviously the arm that I'm not donating with, and then have one arm out for my donation. And that just helps kind of keep me like warmer and not feel so chilly. So I would definitely recommend bringing a jacket or a blanket with you, whichever you feel most comfortable doing. So my last little tip for you, and every center is going to be different, so I'm not really sure if all of them offer this or not, but my personal donation center, they offer a pipe you can squeeze. It's just a little piece of PVC pipe. You hold it in your hand and you pump with it while you're donating, because you do have to pump your hand while you donate just to keep everything flowing. And what you can do is you can either use what the center offers, which is what I do. I use the PVC pipe, or you can bring your own. So if you want to get one of those like fun little squishies, I know they're really popular right now, or a stress relief ball or anything you can sit there and pump with. If you like just want your own personal one for like germ reasons and stuff like that, totally understandable. You can go out and get yourself one of those. You have a reason to buy one, especially those like little cute strawberry ones, and I don't know, they got all those like fun squishies out nowadays that are super popular. And you can use that to squeeze, or like I said, you can use whatever the center offers you. So those are all of my tips currently for donating plasma and making it a more enjoyable experience. If you guys have any tips, feel free to leave them down below. I highly recommend donating plasma. Not only does it help save a life, but it's also a huge financial benefit, if that's the right word. It's gone a long way to help my family, and I'm sure it can go a long way to help other people's families as well. So I definitely recommend doing it. So anyways, that is it for my tips on donating plasma. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I'd love to have you here on a regular basis. Be one of my internet friends, and I'll see you guys in my next video.